Hey singers, Diamond here. Hope everybody's doing well. We got like 2 weeks to go, people. Come on, just hang in there. We can do this, right? Just want to send a little video today. We've been trying to think about what I wanted to do for this week. I think I'm going to do a couple of combination exercises today that you guys should be doing on a regular basis. And we're going to combine two different aspects of our technique into one single exercise that will help to reinforce both elements together. The first thing we're going to do is an appoggio legato exercise. And this is my current favorite version of this exercise. You don't have to do exactly the same thing, but what we want to do is we want to start the exercise with an emphasis upon appoggio and body involvement. So we're looking for that sensation inside the body of a squish or a squeeze or a giggle or a laughter kind of thing. And then we're going to follow that by a 3-note triad down that we're going to sustain on the same vowel in a legato fashion. And people, you can start this on any vowel that you want. If you're a singer that prefers a closed vowel like E or A, E, 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 E. Or you can do an open vowel. The point is to emphasize what happens physically in the body on the first half of the exercise, and then to transfer that into an idea of steady breath outflow that is not interrupted by any alteration of pitch or any adjustments within the instrument itself. So we're looking for body, 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 no throat. So this sensation of fullness and engagement, bounce, athleticism in the singing, followed by a sense of reinforced legato, full sound, connected to the breath, committed, but also at the same time free and easy. So there are lots of different ways that you can accomplish this same idea. You can do a 5-note scale down at the end. You can even do something that's not a 5-note, that's not a triad. Something like or you could turn the entire exercise upside down and do something like this. We've done this in class many times in performance labs, so some of you will recognize this exercise. Again, the point is to get in touch with the body, the athleticism in the singing, and then to get in touch with the kind of Zen legato idea that comes after. Bounce, 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 puff, 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 whatever you want to call it. Followed by something that legato that follows after. So what we're doing when we do the initial appoggio section is getting in touch with the air, with the athletic air experience, and then transferring it into our sound. There are lots of different ways that you can incorporate the same idea. Many times in a performance lab, we'll do the octave, where we're staccato or appoggio on the way up, and then back on the way down. So the idea being that we use these notes on the way up to get in touch with the body and the athleticism, and then we sing a note that uses that brings that to bear into our singing. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Use your air, and then you end it with an appoggio sequence on the way back down. So there are lots of ways to do this, but again, the purpose of the exercise is more important than the exercise itself. How you choose to interpret this is up to you, but what we want to do is something that encourages appoggio first, body athleticism, getting in touch with the breath, and that then uses that in a way, in a scale or a phrase or a passage afterward that de-emphasizes throat involvement and encourages additional breath involvement. Okay, people, so look, I know it's hard right now. I know it's been hard finding ways to stay involved in your singing, to stay involved in your technique can be really hard when it's just you and nothing. Some of you don't even have a piano. You don't have a place to sing, which is part of the reason why I did the towel phonation video a while back. But listen, remember, these 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks, by the time we get to the end of the semester, are going to have told you who you are. And your response to that has to be one of honest evaluation. How did I spend these weeks where I was stuck at home and I couldn't get out, I couldn't get to a piano? Did I find ways to adapt and to overcome? Did I sing consistently, seriously, and thoughtfully? And people, if the answer to that, and no one's going to pop quiz you on this, if the answer to that is no, then you need to understand what that means. This means that you are not a singer, okay? Now, you can change and you can turn into one, and I hope that you do. But if you spent these 6, 7, 8 weeks basically not singing except when you were forced to with me by FaceTime, then let's be clear with what this is. This is not how a singer behaves. You are not a singer. I want you to be. So you've got 2 weeks left of this quarantine experience. Why don't you see if you can be a singer for these 2 weeks? Or 2 weeks after that, or 2 months after that? Why don't you see if you can be a singer over the course of the summer? Why don't you see if you can just be a singer for the rest of your life? And if you're not willing to do that, I am not judging you. Maybe I am just a little bit. But I am simply informing what decisions you have made. I am making you aware of the decisions that you are making. We just have to be honest with ourselves. Are we singing or not? And the answer to that is up to each one of you to make, and you make that daily by sitting down in a room or someplace. You find a way to make it happen. Remember, we make time for the things that we value. Are you making time right now to watch TV, or to be on social media, or to play video games, or to do whatever, to build, puzzles or card houses with your family or your brothers and sisters? And those are all great things. And I'm doing those things with my family on a daily basis. But if you value those things and you choose not to value your singing, let's just be honest about that, okay? Peace, everybody. Hang in there. Do some combination appoggio and legato exercises and keep singing. We're singers. It's what we do. Peace out.